I told you I wasn't going to waste any time. Let's get into it. Yeah, so here she is up on the table. She's a big man pajama. I'm not gonna lie to you, this moped's twice the size of some mopeds I've worked on. I've already told you my plans on this, which is basically just don't mess it up. I want her fast, I want her pretty, I want her perfect. I plan on riding her every single day this summer. So I'm not even gonna mess around on this episode. I'm gonna get right into it. You know what happens now. Just disassemble it. Get it down to bare frame, analyze everything I gotta do, make a list of all the parts I need, put the order in, and try not to drool all over her as I'm fixing her up. That's about it. That's sweet. When I was a young man, about 19, 20 years old, I lived in the Bay Area of California. I remember once I saw a pristine Puch Magnum locked up outside a record store. Up until that moment, mopeds to me were these fun things that I'd play around with in my buddy Kevin's garage and ride around the neighborhood. And they were always junky and Frankenstein together. It wasn't until I saw that Magnum in Berkeley that I realized that mopeds can be beautiful. And you could take pride in your bike. 15 years later, I started looking at mopeds again, but this time with an eye for aesthetics. And a Magnum was top on my list of mopeds I wanted to own. For 6 or 7 years, I kept an eye out for one, but not just any one. I wanted something completely original with that same silver and green color scheme I saw all those years ago. This one was listed up in Pennsylvania, about a 4-hour drive from my house, but it looked like exactly what I wanted. One owner, never messed with, always maintained. I mean, it had a folder with the maintenance history. What kind of moped has a service history folder? I had to have it. I gave the guy $950 for it. I loaded it in my wife's minivan, and I smiled the whole way home. Oh, now it's coming. Now I got it. Get out of there. Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright, that's pretty good for tonight. I think that's it. I'm come back in the morning to finish it up. Alright, I made a pretty good go of it last night. It's the next morning. I've got an hour and a half until the kids have basketball. I'm going to see if I can knock this out. Hour and a half. I think I can do it, except I've got to label all the electrics. That's the only thing that's going to take me a long time. So, no more talking. Get right into it. think I'm gonna take off this exhaust now. And then I'll get the brake cable. The carb. Not sure about these forks. I don't know exactly what's in there, so I'll figure it out. Magnums are extremely popular mopeds. It seems that a lot of them are getting modified in the exact same way. You know, the cafe racer handlebars, almost not there at all seat. A lot of people throw E50s on them, which I really can't blame them because that's a fantastic engine. And a lot of these Magnums came with an E50 straight out of the factory. Mine didn't. Mine has the ZA50, and I'm keeping it that way. I'm not 100% sure how this clutch, the clutch cable, I'm not 100% sure how that works. So I'm not going to pull that off. I'm going to leave that on until I disassemble the engine. I might have to do that. I don't know. But what does that mean? That means I have to take it off at the handle and then just keep it with the engine until I take the engine apart. I don't want to mess that up, and I need to see exactly how it's put in. There it is. Alright. Alright, basketball games are done. I'm back here. I think I've got maybe 2 more hours on this. Have it all the way down. It's 3 o'clock, so I have to be home at 6 for dinner. I shouldn't have any problems. I'm going to put my earphones in and just go to town and get this thing done. Yeah, I'm worried about those front forks. I don't know what's going to happen on those. But everything else seems like it's going to be pretty straightforward. Here goes. Don't get me wrong. Those Magnums with the cafe racer handlebars and the real low seats look amazing. I love them. But I'm at a point in my life where I value comfort. I want my Magnum to look like it did coming out of the factory and be comfortable. And I also want it to be clean. And I also want it to be fast. My practice is to put all the hardware, bolts, and nuts back in the part they came out of to save for later. But where I can't do that, I bag and tag everything. Hold on now. I think these bearings are loose. Hold up. I gotta be careful here. I think these are loose bearings. Yeah, I gotta be real careful. They are loose. I can see them up there. Two, three, 19, 20, 21 of these. Oh, some are falling out. Shit. 1, 2, 9, 10. 11, 12, 20. Oh man, did I lose one? Oh, I got them all. 42 total. All right, got them all. I don't know how. I thought I was going to lose at least one, but I didn't. Here we go. There we go. I'm just gonna go put this straight onto the workbench. Oh, I lost something off of it. I don't know what. There she is, all done. Now it's time for cleaning. I don't think it's gonna be too damn difficult. It's got some dirty parts, but for the most part, everything was in really, really good shape. Am I gonna show it? I'm not sure if I'm even gonna show you film me doing it. It takes so damn long to clean this thing up. I mean, every single part. I think I'll probably clean most of it off camera, and then when I have some interesting stuff to clean, I'll come back and I'll film it. But as far as this episode goes, though, that's it.
Let's not stop now.